that the microphone you have is on the same frequency as the one in my pocket. So I'm going to turn that off here, and I'm going to hand this one down to, I think it's going to be to Ed Class. Let you guys use that one, okay? Now, I think I must have touched this thing. So we're going to move into the question and answer session now. And the first one is Ed Kless asks Ken Paxton. Do you want to read it or shall I read it, Ed?
You can read it, go ahead.
All right. What are your thoughts on nullification? Specifically, will you sponsor legislation in the next term that would seek to fully nullify the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act? Why or why not? Ken?
Well, I'm not a fan of Obamacare, and we actually filed legislation in the last session to give the Attorney General more power to file a lawsuit against the federal government in relation to Obamacare. So what I would say in answer to that question is that I will do anything that we need to do that we can do under the law, or if we need to pass laws to eliminate Obamacare, because I think it will have a devastating effect on our economy. It will have a devastating on our ability to obtain health care. I know from experience, my father was an Air Force pilot for 21 years, and I grew up under government health care. And I know from experience waiting in long lines and not being able to get to the appropriate health care that there will be an impact on our ability to get quality health care. But even worse than all of that is the constitutional question, which the Supreme Court dealt with, and in my mind got the wrong answer. I do not see how what we've done with Obamacare is not unconstitutional. And once the government can control our health care, I don't know if there's anything they can't do. So it's a serious issue, and I'm hoping that the election in the next week and a half, I don't know what these guys think of the election, but I'm rooting for Mitt Romney.
Okay, thank you, Ken. Now what we'd like to do is have Jack have an opportunity for a comment. You can pass on this or take it, whatever your choice.
I'll take it. I have no problem with the concept of nullification. You know, you had Virginia and Kentucky resolutions that went against the Alien Sedition Acts shortly after the founding. You had nullification of the Fugitive Slave Act. So there are good uses of it. I don't think trying to nullify the Affordable Care Act is a good idea. There are certainly good parts of the law and bad parts of the law, and I don't think the state can really effectively nullify that act anyway.
Okay, then we give Ed a chance to, since he asked the question, we'll give him a chance to rebuttal. If you choose, Ed.
I think we can move on.
We can move on to the next question. Thank you, Ed. So the next question is Ken Paxton's question to Jack Turnan. Ken, you have the choice of either reading it or I will.
You're welcome to read it.
Thank you. In your interview with the Dallas Morning News, Jack, you stated that you are willing to increase taxes to fix problems with water, education, infrastructure, etc. Please explain which families and which business owners in this room should pay more taxes and how much more they should pay.
I think everybody in this room should pay 10 cents more per gallon on gasoline. We haven't raised our gas tax in over 20 years. It's still at 20 cents a gallon. I used to go to 30 cents a gallon. The cost of road construction has increased in 20 years, and we need to raise the revenue in order to pay for the roads we need. And it saves you in the long run, because Texas benefits from being a freight center. A lot of freight comes from all around the U.S. to Texas, and saves you money in the retail store, the fact that it's stored here before it's distributed. If we keep letting our infrastructure decline, we're going to end up paying more in the long run as a consumer. So that's why it's important to raise the gas tax. Education, I think we need more local control. I think they need to be able to raise the taxes if they see fit with voter approval, because I think education is important. And water, I'm not sure that we're going to need to raise taxes for water. I think that we can actually handle that based on the revenue generally coming in.
I'm for a radical change to the entire tax system. I would seek to actually eliminate the gas tax, eliminate the franchise tax, eliminate even the property tax, and move toward, I think, what is a statewide fair tax, which would be a tax on consumption. I think this should be constitutionally limited in the state to 10%, maximum of 10%, and as the Ray Stevens' song says, 10% is good enough for Jesus, ought to be enough for the great state of Texas. And what government then needs to do is learn to live within its means, just like you and I do at home and in our businesses. So we have to change the way we think about this completely.
Ken, do you have some more comment?
Yes, I do.
Rebuttal?
I am opposed to raising taxes, largely because I think we pay enough in taxes. The gas tax already we take in now is being diverted away from transportation funding and building of roads. So there's no guarantee if we raise the gas tax that you're actually going to see that money go to build roads. So before I take another dime out of your pocket to build a road, I want the money that's supposed to build roads to be put into building roads. And so I would be opposed to increasing the gas tax. I'm also for eliminating the business tax. I think we need to do whatever we can to attract business to the state, create jobs. And I have proposed in the last 3 sessions, I plan on proposing it again, and I think I've got a better shot this time with at least the leadership on the Senate side, passing basically a bill that would limit the growth of government to inflation plus population. So the government spending cannot grow faster than we're growing. And the difference in that revenue, I propose that we use to reduce property taxes. And the study that we looked at by Texas Public Policy Foundation would eliminate, if we did that, would eliminate your school property tax within about 15 years. So that would increase the taxes, we would be able to eliminate your school property tax.
Thank you, Ken. Okay. Now the next question in the sequence